Next, the class of 2016 is proud to present their commencement speaker, Susan Fisher. Our speaker is selected from the class based on the nominations of his or her peers, as well as an audition process. Susan is one of those students whose resume is so packed with engagement and accolades in a variety of areas, as a runner, a musician, a writer, a student, that it is impossible to summarize in a brief introduction. But perhaps most impressive to me is how she combines an incredible work ethic with a zest for life, a care for others, and a maturity and groundedness beyond her years. Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. is the next Jesuit educational institution that will be better for her presence as we have been. Please join me in welcoming to the podium our senior speaker for the class of 2016, Ms. Susan Fisher.
Faculty and staff of Brebeuf Jesuit, proud parents, good friends, and siblings who are forced to be here. It is truly an honor to speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2016. I say it's truly an honor, not because the speech comes with a cool hat and a captive audience, though those are bonuses, but because of the opportunity to commend the incredible young men and women sitting behind me. Together, we defeated the snowpocalypse, maintained friendships through senior assassins, and survived senioritis with only a few cuts and bruises, all for the exclusive goal of walking across this stage. Well, graduating seniors, now's your chance to offer Calc Chat and Scarf Notes a sign of thank you, because you made it. Every year, the graduation speaker claims theirs was the best class to walk the halls of Brebeuf. But if we're being honest here, none of them could have competed with this year's homecoming Harry Potter float, constructed by Dean Adams' undeniably favorite senior student council. Moreover, the list of accomplishments of our esteemed classmates is endless. Amber Seaman has already completed one full semester of Division I volleyball. The dynamic Sweeney twins qualified for debate nationals for the 4th year in a row. Bennett Smith and Gabby Torres have further wowed us with their superhuman artistic abilities. And though there is one member very dear to our hearts who could not make it tonight, I think we can agree that David's spirit is smiling at what his classmates have accomplished. With so many extraordinary talents, the road ahead looks bright for the class of 2016. But I am not here to speculate about the future. I am here today to celebrate the past 4 years of achievement belonging to my classmates, proudly dressed in cap and gown to prove that it is possible to complete the community service requirement and graduate on the same day. I have now been to 4 graduation ceremonies and have never seen a senior class so good looking in these flattering robes. Or maybe the view is just that much better from the podium than from the orchestra pit. Regardless, after 3 years of playing in the graduation band, I can still see the familiar dip in the stage that conjoins the platform and the audience. And I am reminded of a saying that the band and orchestra teacher, Mr. Horniman, always uses when prefacing a music theory lesson. All things are connected. To the ear of a tired music student, this might sound like a platitude that's best left on a classroom poster. All things are connected. However, outside of the rehearsal room, this expression has greater significance than simply delineating a handful of 16th notes. It means that all of the lessons learned don't just end after graduation. Every friend we made at Brebeuf, every laugh we shared, and every jug we served holds a wisdom that extends beyond the boundaries of 2801 West 86th Street. Of these lessons, 2 personal ones stand out. The first came to me gradually, after years of taking advantage of a student body with a remarkable capacity to accept others. My proudest tradition was carrying a 3-foot, lit Christmas tree to every class the week before winter break. But the greatest joy of all came senior year, when I observed the priceless underclassmen reactions to my reindeer antlers and arms full of synthetic pine needles. Only now do I understand that a boatload of blinking Christmas lights spreading holiday cheer has greater application than at first glance. When you share the real you, the world becomes a much brighter place. The second lesson was apparent from the first day naive, fashion-inept freshman Susan strolled into band class. At the time, I could hardly sputter out a single measure without stopping to catch my breath, and was absolutely dumbfounded when the girl next to me lifted her flute and flawlessly executed the chromatic scale. But it wasn't just Olivia Totten's complete mastery of the flute that amazed me. It was also the hours she spent practicing solos to perfection, the days she stayed past class time, the enthusiasm she brought to every rehearsal. Olivia exhibited a passion the likes of which I had never seen before, but that was shared by many individuals I encountered at Brebeuf. Mr. Tagg was so passionate about macroeconomics, he literally leapt around the classroom as he taught. And Ashlyn Kenneth even risked leaving the safety of her home during assassins to volunteer at the zoo she loves. If there's anything I've learned from the dynamic community at Brebeuf, it's that doing something for the greater glory of God means doing something you're passionate about. Be authentic, be passionate. There is one very important source to thank for these instrumental lessons. I'll never be able to give enough graduation speeches to express my immense gratitude for the permanently open doors of the faculty and staff, and for teachers who were determined not to let me tarnish Brebeuf's 100% college acceptance rate. Still more, the tolerance of Brebeuf's faculty in putting up with our antics never ceased to amaze me, especially when we took to singing high school musical numbers instead of focusing on our classwork. But most of all, my classmates and I would like to thank the teachers from the bottom of our hearts for preparing us so well for college and beyond. As we start down our new and exciting paths, we are infinitely lucky to have your supportive hands pushing us along the way. Today's send-off may be bittersweet, but the community at Brebeuf Jesuit and memories made there will follow us wherever we go. We will never forget sweating up and down those infamous stairs just to raid the candy bowl. Nor will we forget the woman, the myth, and the legend, Betsy Thompson. But most importantly, we will never forget the invaluable lessons that Brebeuf has instilled in us. Maybe not the lessons taught in calculus, sorry Mr. Cunningham, but definitely the ones that will guide our future decisions and lead us to greatness. So seniors, as you emerge from Clowes Hall as Brebeuf Jesuit alumni, keep Mr. Horniman's words always in the back of your mind. All things are connected. You may start the next chapter of your lives miles away, and you may end up as presidents or astronauts or celebrities. And you may forget everything I've said by the time you throw your cap. But you'll always be connected to the families surrounding you. I love my Brebeuf family, and I can't wait to hear all of the ways you have set the world on fire at our next family reunion. Thank you, and may God bless and keep you all until then.
And now I invite all of you to join me in a hearty round of applause for each and every one.